Hey guys, welcome to another video. This is actually going to be quite an interesting one because I've actually got commentary on a video. Now that is not normal for those who have watched these. Um, so we are in the death row still. We are going to be grinding out some loot today, and I have a good feeling. That's why I'm here. I've got a good feeling doing this recording. That's why I want to record voice and just see how it goes. I am going to just quickly double check, see if there's any bosses about. I would actually quite like to take on... Perfect. We start there. Nah, not bandits. Behemoth? Yeah, boy. We're going to take on a behemoth. Now, I don't know how long he's been around for, but we will loot this bit here, then run straight down to him and go from there. I'm going to change some of my compositions here because I need more speed over anything else to kill him. I don't know much about this instance I'm going into, but I know I'm going to get killed in one hit. If that's the case, listen, it does happen. I'm not particularly that fussed about it. There's then 3 Mega Wraiths as well, so this is going to be quite a good wee mix of looting and boss hunting. Let's just show the time right now. I'm trying to think the best kind of approach for it. One down. Oh wait, he's in. Okay, that's absolutely fine. He's in the bunker area, so that's fine. I can deal with that. So I'll take everything I can here, and then I'll go get the Wraiths to use that Mastercraft boost chance. Might get a Godcraft here, which would be superb. But if I don't, that's fine. That's not going to be the end of the world. But it'd be nice. It's in the effort of obviously this video. So let's skedaddle down there now. So it's down, one left, down 2. Just shut the fuck up yet. So, now bring up my map. I need to go here. So, like this was I'm here. No! Yes, YOLO. I want to take on the Behemoth. I want to make sure I get that quickly because I know the other ones are fine for the next hour. But Behemoth can just go very quickly, so rather make sure I get him. Now, one thing I'm actually curious about, and I probably should have got instead, is the Dawn launcher. One thing I noticed about the kind of speculations on that is that it has a 50% chance to stun bosses, which is kinda broke. Okay, give me some grenades here at least. No, that's fine. We've got a good amount here anyway, so we'll use that to advantage. So let's see. There he is, yeah. You know what? Let's make this a bit more interesting. I will probably die here, that's fine. There's it. I actually forgot how much range this guy actually has on him. That's actually worrying. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna die here. The reason why I know is because see when these zombies spawn in, I'm clearing them, but they're not actually just I'm going where I need them to go. Okay, that was too close. I wasn't paying attention. I looked away for a split second. Clayton, can you do us all a favour and fix this fucking momentum issue by the way, because when I got ran into there, I was flung and couldn't fix it. I guess it's ridiculous, it's been an issue for such a long time. Don't know if anyone noticed it there, but I don't know how to explain it. When something hits you in game, you kinda lose your momentum and you get flung, basically. And it makes things a bit more difficult to kind of go back to your own run speed. There we go. On Behemoth biomass. The Valkyrie, we're using the Valkyrie. That's quite impressive, actually. At the same time, it's not, because Valkyrie is just a better grenade launcher anyway than most. Let me clear up inventory, because I loot some stupid stuff here I don't need. Majority of the stuff I don't need at all. An ammo, a grinder, FM mag. There we go. So, I'm actually not gonna lie, I'm pretty happy that my looting build actually can survive. It can do boss hunting as well. Like, I keep forgetting how good of a build I've actually got. Yeah, so we'll move on to the next one, which is the Wraiths there, and we'll get some more heavies, just for our trouble at a stage. That's absolutely fine. And we'll start looting stuff along the way. Because I've made at least 900,000 profit there, so it's not too bad. But I think that kind of goes to show that obviously if using Valkyrie as a grenade launcher for me is very viable, and that's why I did rank the Grenadier as a profession, one of the highest ones in the game. The scaff element of it all. Now, we're going to wait right here. Now, Wraith did attack me. 1, 2. Woo! Sure I got hit there. There we go. Oh. Okay, but goodbye, whatever. Bye, redness. Hello, normal the frontier. Okay. Okay. Hey, we got Godcraft! Woohoo! That's exactly what you want to see in a video like this. Oh, this has turned out to be a good video. Right, what we'll do is we'll go back to our original looting spot. I think this video is going to be, let's see, does loot run boss hunter, boss hunting loot run. I don't know. It just goes perfect, I think, for both sets. That is exactly what I wanted. Obviously not the weapon itself. What I wanted was a godcrafted XL mesh, but we will take it. We'll would take a Godcraft any day of the week. Why? Because Godcrafts are actually fucking amazing loot. Anything Godcrafted is worth it, in my opinion. It just goes to show that it's... yeah. I think the Mastercraft implant doesn't need any further tweaking. It is currently quite good, considering the amount of Mastercrafts like I am looting myself. Like I would say, majority of my runs I'm looting quite a lot of Mastercrafted items. So let's keep it as such. If Clayton, you're watching this, please just keep it as such. Do not tinker with it anymore. You do not need to. It's working as perfectly intended. You might want to nerf it, but please don't, because currently it is working as a looting, and part of the looting build anyway. Oh, why is it? Where's it gone now? Whoa! Right, we're going here. Do a normal loot run, and then we'll end this episode. If we look a second Godcraft, by the way, I am going to be ecstatic. I'm very monotone. I know that. I'm very monotone. I'm also got a cold as a FYI. That's why I've been struggling a little bit right now. So I do apologise. Even in the professions video, this is shortly after that. I was struggling with this cold I've got. That's what happens when you touch grass, unfortunately. Right, see if we get anything else better. Now, some of these just use my services as again. Just an FYI, whenever I'm doing Death Row, guys, if you need armor repaired, be sure to use my services because I guarantee the cheapest, one of the cheapest in the market, and obviously I'm one of the more readily available. Woo! Hey, that's another decent one to pick up. Just give me another Godcraft and I'll be so happy. Make it even like a fucking Godcraft penknife, that'd be better. Or give me the Trekker blueprints, please, that would make my day. Oh boy. I absolutely hate SMGs in this game. Clayton, that's another thing you need to do. You need to lessen the mastery for SMGs so it's not suitable. Because the SMGs are a lot more shitter than assault rifles or as another one, or heavy machine guns in general. I think they just need either a buff to make them decent, or just lessen the mastery for it to 750 or something like. Just something like that would be great. I can't wait to do something my shotgun mastery actually, because I still need to nearly finish my explosives. I'm happy done my chainsaw. Obviously I got to do melee, but that's I've kinda got stuff sorted for that and I know where I'm gonna go for it, just to make my life a lot easier. Right, let's go in here. Looking beyond repair. The next thing I'm going to clear up my backpack as well. And if anyone does see us, just as a reminder as well, I have not forgotten my what's it called? My beginner's guide. I do still have at least one more episode to finish, and that will be the end of it really. So I've been trying to figure out how I'm going to do it because I don't want to kind of just mess about with it and just go, hey, do this, do that. I need to figure out the correct process for everyone to kind of enjoy in a sense. Shove it there. Right, sorted. In fact, should I be scrapping them? No. Okay, actually that's not a bad idea. I'll keep a hold of them for now. And I'm not going to explain why what I'm talking about, because I want to make sure that I'm one of the few people who actually know this, what's happened in that sense, because even though it's been communicated out, I don't think it's been properly sunk into the general public. So I'm going to just BS myself in a way. I'll bullshit everyone. Sense. Right. So I try to use as much of neotonin, dry truffles, or even whiskey, all the food stuff, we try to use it. If there's 5A involved, that's one of the ones I will pick up. For anyone who watched the profession video, it would be at the top right of the video in a B card. What I specified was there is only one class in the entire game that can make it, and that's the scientist class, on top of the other cognitive stims and adrenaline, which can be massive. So that is something I want to try to pick up on a little bit more for this setup. I mean, I do have a scientist at level 65, but it's a question if I'm going to grind them to level 100 as a free-to-play account, but that's effort. And yeah, we'll continue going on anyway. So far we're not looking at anything spectacular. We've got quite a few mastercrafted items actually, which is quite good. Also, I did see on the forums that people were complaining about the Mastercraft implant yet again, even though it's been buffed from when it was originally released. I think it's working as intended. This video is more than proof of it. Yes, you're not always going to get a run where you're going to look 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30 CAD Mastercraft items, but that's the whole point. It's there just to boost the odds for it. And with that, you get a better chance to actually get better Mastercrafts or Godcrafts potentially from using it as at any point with it. Like for example, 12 and 12, that's your basic Mastercraft there for armor with it being mimicked. I'll take that any day of the week because it falls in line with the Mastercraft section 4 on the weapons, where you just put it on, it's 2, 2, 2, mimic it, it's 4, 4 and 4, which gives you increased chances to get Godcraft items. Hellcraft, Angelcraft, your Godcraft, all those kind of crafts. Poop crafts aren't a hard thing, unfortunately. I've now understood that small niche for it, which is quite odd in my opinion, but hey, everyone has their own fetishes. Now, I am particularly not too happy with how the lack of blueprints and treasure I'm finding, so I'm just going to increase up to 40. Clear out my inventory again because I've got too much stuff here. I think I'm due to loot another big stack of heavy grenades soon because it's running a bit light for me. Let me sort my inventory again, move that there, yeah, let's grab that and scrap that. Now I have a 175% chance to loot miscellaneous items, so that doesn't include arcade kit, arcades, meds, such. That's just treasure, blueprints. One thing people might not know is when Raven Ridge first got released, along with that implant, I used to loot about 2 blueprints a run. Prison. So it was broken for a bit, and I wish to return to that stage because even the energy bars back then were worth a fortune, in my opinion. Got myself right in the corner here. So look, 2 buildings. With Misk, let's see if we get anything. I've got a weird feeling we will get something at least. Like even if it's an amethyst, that would be great. Give me a crown, that would be fucking brilliant. That'll make this run so much better. I've actually not looked at any of his treasure stuff for a while. I did loot a amethyst a day ago, so it's been looking a bit weird. I think I might need to turn to Raven Ridge to kind of stock up on my sapphires, emeralds, and rubies because I've got quite a lot of them. But I want a home to be there. And we'll go into one of the apartments. Like that. See what we get. Stuff like that here. Okay. Dana. Biomass. What's in this one? Services. Nothing good. Nothing ever good. Obviously, checking the profile, there should not be anything here, so we should be fine. Just loot it as normal. So let's do exactly that. Katana. That actually, so one thing I've noticed, like, obviously with the market instability with weapons and that for even any range of the spectrum, for some reason the cheese and that are obviously double the scrap price, which I don't understand. I've never understood why that's changed. They're still quite common to loot, in my opinion, as well. Like, I can understand having a bit in a drive to increase costs and make weapons more worth looting instead of scrapping. But I think from my perspective, if that is the case, the devs would have done something increasing minimum amount you can sell for. For example, if I was going to put Final Dachi on the market, because if I keep this till the end, I'm going to end up selling it for under scrap price. There might be the devs might want to put in some sort of like income tax kind of thing, which obviously would kind of be shitty to do. It would be a inflation deterrent as well, and people would be more careful what they market and such, I think. But I think that would be quite a terrible thing even to do as well. So let's let's stop talking about it whilst I'm here. And nearly. I think we nearly got a full inventory here. Hold on, let me have a look. I'll clear my inventory now whilst I'm here, as I can. 5.5s, I am not going to bother with you right now, that's not worth it. Too much of a headache to deal with. 5A up there. So for those who don't know, I am very methodical with how I do my inventory. I need to keep everything I'm keeping to the left of it, and everything I'm able to scrap or sell to the right, because it's close to the discard button, basically. But one thing I think needs to be done is, I think there needs to be a quality of life of that, because I'm having to do it manually every single time in the city. I think you should have a similar function to the scrap menu, where instead of you just pressing the button, you just click like a check button if you want to discard or keep instead. I think that would have been a lot better than what the system is for the scrap button. Again, each to their own. That's my sense. If I'm not looking at anything particularly amazing, I don't plan on changing my Mastercraft one there. So I'm in a bit of a stalemate. So if anything, I think there should be another week sort of mimic implant given within the game. So for example, you've got the mimic as it is, it just copies one to the left. You could have a mini mimic that mimics half of the stats of the next adjoining one. Then you could have the arching mimic, which takes in from all four spaces, so one above, one below, left and right. I think that could be it would be broken. It would be absolutely abysmal. But I would actually like it. I think a lot of other people would like it as well because of how badly it could affect the game. It might have a positive effect as well and drive implants prices well up as well. So I would probably kind of think to myself about it. Right, yeah. Wakizaki. I can have that, that's my bad. Oh, a second earlier and I'd have been hit. I'm actually curious if I can shoot. I know I can shoot through it. I don't know if it hits anything on the other side. I didn't realise when they got 200k as well, which is really good. And we just got a lot of energy cells at the same time, which is... I'll take it. I mean, we're not going to use them, because for some reason it takes from my stack instead of the individual, but I'll take it. Well, let me try something here. $1049. Nah, you're just using a big stack. Yeah, it just uses a big stack. That is quite annoying as well. Not actually a fan of that in the slightest. Okay. Keep your secrets. Now, let's see if we can find anything else good. I mean, I'll take that. That's a scrap. But that could be a possible sell as well. Well, given how the market is, that is a possible sell. One thing I do find quite weird within this game is with the inclusion of Raven Ridge, there was quite a substantial number of items, weapons and armour added in the game to kind of void the gap between certain level thresholds. The Radar, Reactive and Mesh are one of those said items, armours as well, but I've never used it myself. I've never seen the need to use it because you've got a clear jump from a sports armour to a Nomad Mesh basically. Like it isn't such an easy jump for that as well, which is quite substantial. So you can bypass quite a lot of the armours in the game. That being said, obviously, I wouldn't say that's a negative thing for new players as well. It's just obviously there's a state of progression in this game that isn't really heard of as much, really. I am kind of thinking to myself, I should probably be using the weapon cancer instead of armour. But obviously the reason why you come down to Raven Ridge, not Raven Ridge, Death Row is for the XL Mesh, the Vital Core Reactive and the Trekker blueprint. That's the reason why you come down here. You're not coming down to loot the weapon exclusives. Oh, it's so close to a Godcraft. You're not here for that, you're here for the thicker stuff. You possibly could also get a higher chance to loot in the golden sledgehammer, which would work for this, really. Hey, 577 Rex. Here's a fun fact, did you know that 577 Rex and the Widow are actually fundamentally different guns or weapons in this game? Reason being because the Rex is slower, and the Widow fires almost double the same double speed. Always I found that out is because I actually am pivoting on the other account. There's another mass graph. We take those. Right, let's just sort this out. Right, so nothing else can go in that in my backpack. That's fine. I have to admit as well, the Trekker backpack was the best purchase I've had in a long time. It was a lot of money, get me wrong, but it was definitely worth it. Overall, like, I am more happy with it than the military backpack I had. So we're over £2 now, which is really good, considering obviously the it runs with Raven Ridge for me averages about 150 anyway. Truffles, shoot you. How have I not ranked up my mastery for machine gun? Submachine gun, that's really annoying. That should be 140 now, surely. Yeah, this is one of the worst masteries to grind. Oh, so I left the best, worst to last. Honestly, I shouldn't have done that. And there we go. Nothing there, just want to shoot him. Yourselves, take him. Unfortunately, we are taking this. I'm just getting rid of the other one. Okay. Of course, he ends up where I'm actually going. Jesus, Josie. Still waiting for that Biospear as well. That was a weapon that was in the game for a bit. That never got released because it was not tradable. Still waiting. Just saying, just still waiting. So I got 6 spaces left as well, so we are near the end of this run at the same time. Katana. Grab this. Some nails, because why not? Oh. Okay. Let's keep going. We've nearly got this. Was so close being good. I mean, take a biomass anyway because it's going to get destroyed anyway with discarding it. I'm having to do this for the points anyway. So let's see what we can continue to grab. Asval, let's take it. Oh, so that's a fat stack of 12 gauge. So the moral of my code when it comes to stacks kind of thing, if it's more than double, if it's double or more, keep it. You will either make use of it at a later stage, or you will pretty much, you know, sell it. And that is one I might end up using for the Cyclone as well. So I'm definitely keeping it. Although I should start doing this inventory again. I'm going to get rid of the 5A we looked at earlier because it's not particularly worth it. And I'm going to start being selective of what I pick up, so I'm hoping we get more. Bat stack again, what? I'm hoping we get more food and meds, I can just overdose basically. Money, we take money constantly because it's a freebie basically. See. That's a good stack. I'll get rid of the current heavies I've got right now in favour of it. I'm losing my voice now it seems. Right, so there's nothing else in here, so we will just pop our way down anyway. Should make our life a little bit more easier for the last area. The last two areas actually, we've got one more building, apartment, then we've got one more. Big building. The reason why I'm still looting is because there's a chance if I loot like one of the armors, we basically still get better scrap value from it than an alpha build we looted that's not master crafted, so it's always worth doing this. Now, maybe I should just check my inventory again. Yeah, there we go. So we've still got one space left actually. Nah, we're not taking any scrap here because we will get something good in a moment. Again, I can almost guarantee it, we're going to get one of those armors anyway. Not going to get the top tier ones, just going to get basic armor, but we can scrap. Because if I was to sit and individually discard these, it would just take far too much time. So I'm saying no to everything now. There we go. Got a GT, which is quite actually a good armor. Well. Ash 12, that's 44k if I remember, so that's better than the Desert Fox I've just got sitting here, so I'll get rid of that. So it does help to know some of the scrap values for these items as well. I think for quality of life, one thing they should do is just add that in automatically as well. It's for quality of life. Winding up. Towing that I'll take. Healer I will take. And we'll go into the supermarket there where we'll end our run. Let me just do this here. Okay. Oh, it's a near god craft, we need to take it now. Oh. Like, this run has actually turned out pretty bloody good, I'll be honest. Getting that one god craft set things up correctly. That's exactly what you want to see in a video. FM mag, we aren't going to do anything with that. We are pretty much at best we can. I know we do have some SLXs, like the reactive stuff. There is a reason why I'm going to keep it. No shit, Sherlock, Reese, you just gotta explain what items you're keeping. So if people remember, I'll say it now. So if people remember, there's been discussions of increasing the scrap price for master crafted items, and increasing the price depending on how much of it is. So that is the reason why I'm going to start keeping them on hand, because that could work out in my favour with the master crafts I do loot. Um, this is across the board, but those are ones specifically you do loot more often, so I'm just going to be curious with it as well. So that's why I'm keeping them. I can tell you right now what's going to happen is I'm going to loot every single thing in here. I'm going to loot about 4 or 5 things at a scrap price of 40k. I'm going to get to the last 3 spaces, slots, or little bodies and that. I'm going to get the most worst stuff possible. I can almost feel it, I can see it happening right now. So that's 2 in a row, 2 40s. Like, see if there's a loot, something amazing right now. Say I did get the trekker back, trekker blueprint. I would just go Cade, come back, grab it, and that's it. I would just end that there, but there you go, there's another one. Okay. Hunt and plant. Okay, you know what, that's what we'll end on. That is exactly what we're going to end this on. So once you've looted something, if you go to barricade and come back, it'll still remain there. So let's have a look. So 22 new things. I hired quite a lot. Alexis was sold. They're sold. Yeah. So let's pop this stuff away. We should be closing in on the. It's a bit slow to put in. So she said there. Oh. So lots of stuff going on here. Kit. I'm down my last barricading kit, so that's gonna be fun. Before I need to start buying more. Put these in here. And yeah, guys, thank you very much for popping by. Let's see what kind of challenges we've done today. We've finished all 4 of them. Superb. Obviously my clan one is a bit we need to improve that. But yeah guys, thank you very much for watching. I don't know what one this is going to fall under. I think it's going to be both as well. But thank you very much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed your day and enjoyed the video, and I shall see you guys later, and goodbye.